from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you ride it, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you ride it, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Thursday, September 28, 2023. In the headlines, CARICOM leaders to echo calls for accessible funding for climate change at COP28 in Dubai. Government says a reformed MNIB is likely to be unveiled in 2024. From an active, happy teacher to a sad and being in constant pain, Stavisha Alexander shares her story. In the region, 3-year-old girl dies 5 days after falling into a pot of boiling lentils in Trinidad. Internationally, more than 100 dead in Iraq wedding inferno. Plus, in the sports news, wins for SAS and PBC in secondary schools football. I'm Ken Roy Batiste. This is the news.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. Caribbean leaders are calling on developed countries to honor their commitments to climate change adaptation funding. They say CARICOM is capable of handling the money. More in this report.
So yes, Simon, it is about, in the words of the famous actor Tom Cruise, show me the money.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, keynote speaker at the 2nd Caribbean Small Island Developing States, SIDS high-level dialogue on climate change on Thursday, where he called for developed countries to commit to accessible funding for climate change.
It is about showing us the money. And we use the word operationalize the funding. That sounds like a big term to me if I'm an average guy. It's simple. Show me the money. Give us the money. CARICOM is well placed to manage the trust funds. OASIS is well placed to manage the trust funds. SIDS is well placed to manage the trust fund. No disrespect to our development partners. The trust fund doesn't have to be in Germany. It doesn't have to be in South Korea. It could be with us. And that is what we're asking for.
Executive Secretary of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, Simon Steele, echoed the Prime Minister's calls for countries to honor their financial pledges, zeroing in on how close the world is to the year 2030, the target year for the achievement of a number of climate goals.
The push needed to facilitate access to the technology and capacity needed to deliver on the energy transition. Our collective journey towards a clean energy future is not only a moral obligation, but it is also an economic opportunity.
Prime Minister Mitchell shed a grave light on implications the current climate conditions can have on Grenada if detrimental behaviors continue.
So this is a fight about giving us the opportunity 20 or 30 or 40 years from now to continue enjoying Grandlands Beach. And make no mistake about it, Simon was part of a team that worked with New York University that has shown projections that says by 2050, this beach will disappear. This is a picture of the Carnage. It says by 2080, there will be no Carnage.
The second Caribbean SIDS meeting concludes on Friday. It is an important event bringing together leaders, policymakers, experts, and stakeholders from across the Caribbean region to discuss and address the challenges posed by climate change ahead of the United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28, which will take place in Dubai from November 30th to December 12, 2023. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Today, September 28, 2023, marks the 50th World Maritime Day, being celebrated around the world. Grenada joins the rest of the world to recognize the day. More in this Rena Thomas report.
World Maritime Day 2023 is celebrated under the theme MAPL at 50, Our Commitment Goes On. It spotlights the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships, which covers the prevention of pollution of the marine environment by ships from operational or accidental causes. It is also an occasion used to pay tribute to seafarers, port workers, marine engineers, and administrators and their continuous commitment to ensuring the safe and efficient operation of vessels, ports, and maritime infrastructure globally. For Grenada, it is important to maintain and improve ongoing national conservation and protection goals and targets. At the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly last Friday, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, in his address, spoke of his government's plans to embark on the Fiscal Resilience and Blue Growth Development Policy Credit Project.
Mr. President, as another example, the 14th SDG goal, Life Below Water. Grenada understands all too well how important our oceans are to countries like Grenada, who are big ocean states, where many of our citizens rely on the ocean, especially the fishing community. They heavily depend on the ocean for their daily sustenance and livelihoods. As such, my government has embarked on the Fiscal Resilience and Blue Growth Development Policy Credit Project, which aims at giving support to Grenada's transition to a blue economy. Additionally, Mr. President, Grenada has embarked on the creation of additional marine protected areas, legislative and policy frameworks, including the Integrated Coastal Zone Management Plan. These are all geared towards protecting the integrity and lending support to marine areas management on our island.
On this World Marine Day, September 28th, we are reminded to unite in sharing commitment to appreciate, protect, and harness the potential of our ocean. For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
Other news, 13 beneficiaries were identified in an award ceremony for UNDP's Blue-Green Digital Innovation Challenge on Wednesday. The objective of the Innovation Challenge sought to encourage collaboration among innovators in agro-processing and agro-tourism to respond to the changing climate and find practical solutions. Several proposals were developed and presented as part of the challenge. After evaluation, the awardees were identified. Christina John has this report.
12 agro-processors and one efficient project are the final grantees for the Blue-Green Digital Innovation Challenge. The project issued calls for proposals for funding between $10,000 to $30,000 for agribusinesses to implement digital and innovative solutions to address the gaps, challenges, and barriers in the agriculture sector. The sum of $306,000 was earmarked for small businesses in the agriculture sector to strengthen and enhance resilience and improve productivity. Minister for Agriculture, Senator Adrian Thomas, said this project aligns with government's transformation policy agenda to promote agro-processing and linkages with agriculture, utilizing the digital platforms.
Therefore, note that in this third call, applicants were only required to outline a clear problem to be addressed and a general idea of a possible solution. Applicants were connected to digital innovators and IT professionals to help them clarify and establish different solutions to address the issues. An innovation online seminar was held to highlight different potential ideas for new and innovative solutions businesses could consider. A comprehensive capacity building and mentorship component was included as part of the application process to help strengthen the quality of the proposals that were submitted.
The United Nations Development Programme, UNDP's Blue-Green Digital Innovation Challenge, is an initiative under the Climate Resilient Agriculture for Integrated Landscape Management project. This project is funded by the Global Environment Facility, GEF, and the Government of Grenada, and implemented by the United Nations Development Programme in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives. Innovators in agro-processing and agro-tourism were awarded the grant. The Climate Resilient Agriculture Project will aid in reinforcing efforts to respond to challenges brought about by climate change. Applicants went through a number of processes before the final 13 awardees were selected.
Note that the grants being awarded today are at the end of the third call for proposals. There was 2 previous calls, and while several entities were receptive to receiving financial resources, they needed significant assistance to clearly express the needs and the proposed solutions. As such, the project had to design a new approach to the Digital Challenge Fund for the third call for proposals.
FAO International Value Chain Expert and Project Coordinator based in Barbados is Ms. Vomaron Extervia.
Only to share with you as well, as you build out your proposals and you move to make them come alive, that remember your space as an entrepreneur to work on a market-driven approach that will see your solution really enhancing market access and enhancing the services you provide to the consumers, because these are the marketers who keep your innovative ideas sustainable.
Christina John, GBN News.
Other news, government says it remains committed to establishing a new and improved Marketing and National Importing Board in 2024. Rena Thomas has the latest update on the state-owned entity.
In August 2018, the Integrity Commission began its investigation into the Marketing and National Importing Board following the publication of newspaper articles about alleged breaches of the MNIB Act, allegations of misappropriation of funds, and conflict of interest. This investigation concluded with a 85-page report that identified poor management as the leading cause of the downfall of the MNIB and its operations. This conclusion was reached after a review of the MNIB's financial and operational report, as well as independent auditors' finding. In February this year, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell announced that a 6-member board-based technical working group was selected to handle the creation of an appropriate public-private partnership to submit the sustainable growth of the agricultural sector, which includes a properly functioning MNIB. A twofold plan was expected to be rolled out by September 2023.
Between February and September, and if possibly sooner, the government will take a two-pronged approach to addressing the reform of the MNIB. We expect that the board will concentrate on the River Road facility and the packing house to continue servicing our farmers during the next 6 months. During that period, the board would be responsible for the management of the winding down of the MNIB operations.
Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Cecilia Grenada, in delivering the throne speech to mark the opening of the second session of the 11th Parliament, revealed that a reformed MNIB is likely to be unveiled in 2024.
My government reiterates its commitment to successfully reforming the Marketing and National Importing Board, MNIB, to support farmers and the agriculture and agro-processing sector, and the new entity is expected to come on stream no later than the first quarter of 2024.
MNIB operations were downsized in February this year. Government paid 94 employees of the organization all of their benefits and promised that they would be given first preference for employment with the reformed entity. For GBN News, I am Rena P. Thomas reporting.
Up next in Network News, a very sad story of a young lady full of life and doing what she loves. Medical issues, though, have left her hands unusable and painful. We'll talk about that.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenada debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenada debates, September 2023. Tune in.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
With God, comfort can replace pain. Peace can replace turmoil. Hope can replace sorrow. God loves you. God hears you. God speaks to you in your thoughts, in your heart, and through living prophets. Come, hear the words God has for you. Watch us on the Grenada Broadcasting Network on Sunday, October 1st at 11:30 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Grenada! On Sunday, October 1st from 5 p.m. Everyone's gonna be heading to the National Stadium for the massive Mega Force promotion. October Mega Cash Bingo!
How much cash we really talking about?
We're talking $100,000! $100,000 in cash to be won! Get your tickets now. $60 for one or $100 for two.
This is gonna be another epic bingo event.
Organize your posse now because no one should miss Mega Force October Mega Cash Bingo!
Exciting times are ahead for youth football in Grenada. The Grenada Football Association is making waves with its national grassroots program, a golden ticket for thousands of young ones across our tri-island state to have fun while learning the fundamentals of football. Here's where the magic unfolds with 3 launch events across Grenada. Saturday, September 16th at Mount Rich Playing Field from 9 a.m. sharp. Saturday, September 23rd at Morne Rouge Playing Field in Grand Anse. And on Saturday, September 30th in Carriacou. Calling all boys and girls to come out weekly on Saturdays at the playing field near you while discovering your passion for football. This program is set to impact over 5,000 kids across 3 age categories: under 10, 13, and 15. Each session is tailored to having fun while learning the sport. This is not just football, it's a legacy in the making, teaching the core of football, sparking on-field adventures and kindling friendly matches in a fun-loving environment. Join us in this GFA revolution. Support GFA and our future champions. For more information, reach out to our office. Let's shape the future together. Sponsored by Glen Elg Spring Water, George F. Huggins and Company Grenada Limited, Alexis Food Stores, and Tyrrell Bay Express.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the Multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion.
Yay!
And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add Multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center, a 28-year-old woman is seeking the help of the general public as she fears she will lose her hands if a solution is not found quickly. Queen Thomas has been speaking with Stavisha Alexander. Viewer discretion is advised.
Stavisha Alexander of Grandance could barely compose herself at the GBN this morning as she broke down in tears telling her story. The 28-year-old says she has constant pain in both hands which no longer have a normal appearance. Alexander, who is also anemic, said her medical issue started after receiving blood transfusion at a general hospital a few years ago.
During a blood transfusion, my body started to react because of one of the blood that I was getting from there, and my whole body started to swell up. Yes, and the next 2 years after that happened again. So it's like that just triggered off my whole body balance. And then it started with a con in the middle, in my fingers area. Yeah, and then it started itching, and gradually my skin started peeling off. The medications I've been getting, they realized it would kind of get better, and then it would go back to the raw state. So like it would show a little improvement, but it would go right back. And it's like, they've been trying different medication, ointment, and it's like they just get tired of it.
Her biggest fear now is that she would lose her hands completely, as it sometimes have a foul smell.
On a daily basis, I really cannot do anything as much. I can't really sometimes go to the washroom. I cannot wash my hair. Like normal things as you would do, I can't really do it. I touch, it would like send a shock through my hand, or it would juke my hands, or I have to be very careful of what I'm touching. Because it's been a long time my hand have been like that, and it's like, like sometimes the numbness would kind of go, or sometimes my hand would be so numb I can't really even move it. Yeah, especially when I'm in pain.
Before her present predicament, the young woman said she was just blossoming in her career as a teacher at a primary school in the south of the island. Now, she is depressed, and her mom is working 2 jobs to help cover her medical expenses and put food on their table. Her biggest wish is to have her life back.
I need my life back at a young age. I can't really do anything. No. It's like, like I feel like I'm disabled, I can't really do anything. So
Alexander said she has been using numerous medications prescribed by various doctors to treat her hand, but she feels hopeless. She is now seeking help to apply for her visa and to travel to the U.S. for a proper diagnosis and solution before it's too late.
Trying to get my visa so I can travel to go overseas and see what it's about, where I can get help. I have my contact number 419-9465, and my account number at Ariza is 72192.
GBN reached out to the medical director of the General Hospital, Taisha Donnell, to get a comment on Stavisha's claims regarding the blood transfusion. Dr. Donnell stated that she is unable to comment as she has no first-hand information on the case. She promised to investigate the matter and reach out to the news team. Anyone who wishes to help Stavisha Alexander can contact her at 419-9465. For GBN News, I am Rena Pet Thomas reporting.
Now, approximately 1,000 individuals in Grenada are living with Alzheimer's disease. Christina John has been examining this health issue.
Alzheimer's disease is a neurological disorder which occurs when abnormal proteins called beta amyloid builds up in the brain cells, causing them to shrink and eventually die. Although Alzheimer's disease commonly affects older people, early onset Alzheimer's disease can also affect people in their 30s or 40s. This disease affects memory, thinking, and behavior. Although there is no known cure, early diagnosis and treatment can lead to a better quality of life. Reverend Dr. Osborne James, member of the Grenada Alzheimer's Association, said Alzheimer's may cause a person to become reserved.
Now, not a lot of people are engaged in this, and also to help people to understand what the symptoms are for Alzheimer's disease, what are some of the causes. Although it's not fully known, they do know what may put you at risk, so risk factors. There is as yet no known disease, cure for the disease, but there are innovative drugs, new drugs coming on that can help slow the progress.
James said not much is being done locally. However, discussions were held on how to further sensitize people to the disease.
And what we discovered is that a lot of time people may think that their aged relatives are just being recalcitrant, being difficult, being obstinate, when indeed they may be suffering Alzheimer's disease. Now, Alzheimer's disease is a form of dementia, but not all dementia is Alzheimer's. Okay? So what happens when a person has Alzheimer's is that they do not make any new memories.
James explained that behavioral patterns are likely to change in people suffering from the disease. Reverend James has this special plea for family members caring for an Alzheimer's patient.
Maybe caring for someone in your home, an aged parent, and you find that they're being stubborn, that things are, that they're changing, their personality is changing. Don't think that they're just being difficult. Take them to a doctor. And the doctor would do a number of tests that would indicate whether or not they are suffering from this degenerative disease. It's been said that sometimes an individual may begin to contract the Alzheimer's disease 20, 10, 5 years before it manifests itself.
According to research, there are 4 pillars of Alzheimer's prevention. Pillar 1, diet and supplements. Pillar 2, physical and mental exercise. Pillar 3, yoga or meditation. And Pillar 4, psychological well-being. World Alzheimer's Day 2023 was celebrated on September 21st, with the key objective being to eliminate the stigma surrounding the disease. According to Alzheimer's Disease International, the theme for the month-long campaign is Never Too Early, Never Too Late. The Grenada Alzheimer's Association was established in February 2020 with the goal of providing advocacy and education around the issue of Alzheimer's. Christina John, GBN News.
Grenada's ambassador to the United States of America, Tali Francis, presented his credentials to U.S. President Joseph R. Biden this week. The rest of the details in this report.
Grenada and the United States shares a long-standing history of friendly and harmonious ties, and Ambassador Tali Francis referenced this when he presented his accreditation to the U.S. President, Mr. Joseph Biden, this week. There's a reasonable expectation of ongoing mutual beneficial bilateral relations between the two countries, and the ambassador expressed Grenada's commitment and positioning as a reliable partner in strengthening regional and international cooperation. He also conveyed Grenada's appreciation for past and ongoing U.S. assistance. Ambassador Francis also referenced cooperation in bolstering security. He said, and I quote, "The pledge to deepen collaboration with Grenada in encountering transitional organized crime and curbing the illicit trafficking of firearms across our Caribbean waters and borders is a testament to the strength of our partnership This invaluable support not only enhances the safety and well-being of our citizens, but also underscores the opportunities for mutual cooperation in pursuit of peace, safety, and our vital security objectives. Alluding to the many years of friendship and partnership between the United States and Grenada, President Biden says the United States will continue to engage Grenada in the areas of education, entrepreneurship, climate resilience, and energy initiatives. He said, and I quote, "Standing together, the United States and Grenada can create a safer and more secure future for our nations and our people. I look forward to working with you to advance our common agenda and deepen the bonds between our countries." Unquote. Grenada's ambassador to the United States was one of the 10 diplomats who presented his credential to the U.S. President. Ambassador Tali Francis was appointed by the NDC administration in March of this year. Francis grew up as a pioneer in the 1979-83 Grenada Revolution and brings a wealth of experience in the financial field in the areas of securities, trade, and investment, and is also known to be fluent in Spanish. For GBN News, I am Rena Pet Thomas reporting.
This evening's I Saw submission is quite peculiar and thought-provoking. Let's see what rolls behind the GBN I Saw lens. Stay with us.
A good eye catches all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Our ISO reporter submitted an unusual sight in tonight's GBN ISO. The video was captioned, quote, "You know things hot when a yard fowl takes a sea bath to keep cool," end quote. Grenada has been experiencing back-to-back heat waves for more than a month, although we are still in the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. We thank our ISO reporter for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Seriously though, it's really hot outside, so you can well imagine. All right, still to come in Network News. Grenadians participate in 2-week bamboo weaving training. More news after the break.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
As of October 2nd, 2023, the Hubbard's Rewards program will have some exciting new features to better serve you. streamlined loyalty experience. That is, no more waiting for vouchers to be issued on a quarterly basis via traditional mail. Instant redemption. This means loyalty points earned can be redeemed immediately after purchase and applied towards your future cash purchases upon checking out. Check status. You can instantly review your reward points when checking out or on your printed receipt. Sign up today and start saving when you shop at any Hubbard's department, including the Food Fair and Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited. Please note that existing vouchers are still valid once not expired. Hubbard's. Quality service, affordable prices.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico Pretty Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
The Court Store Home Event is happening now. Get up to 30% off select furniture, appliances, and electronics. Save on bedroom, dining room, living room sets, 55-inch smart TVs, and more. Get what you want today with no cash and pay later with Court-ready finance. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield's extended warranty. Don't miss the Court's Home Event, bringing value home. Promotion runs 25th August to 23rd September 2023. Conditions apply.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Some residents of Frequency St. George are expressing growing dissatisfaction with efforts to rectify flooding during heavy rainfall in the area. concrete drains were installed to alleviate the flooding issues. However, given an unexpected twist, these remedial efforts have left some driveways unusable. My colleague Nisha Paul visited the area and has this report.
Denise Thomas, a longtime resident of Frequente, says she invested over $5,000 to build a concrete driveway to her home about 5 years ago. However, she says her investment went to naught after contractors dug up the foundation as part of efforts to build a proper drainage system to rectify the flooding situation in the Guangkai community. Although her gap was rebuilt, Thomas says it is not drivable because of poor construction work. Thomas, who works as a cook at 2 schools on the island, is frustrated with having to park her vehicle farther away and carrying her cooking utensils up and down the hill to and from her home every workday. She shared her concerns in an exclusive interview with GBN News.
I cook for a living, so it's hard to bring down pots and everything. I got my vehicle, but I pay a bobcat to grade them myself, and I buy my own material and fix it. Now they come and fix the road. I see they dig up half the driveway, and then when they're fixing it back, I told them the driveway is too high and low.
Another resident in the area also shared her experience.
My driveway was, when it built, it was just as bad as the others. It was high and low, but eventually the engineer who it was came and he said it wasn't good. He didn't pass it, and they had to dig up everything and do it over. But mine was the only one they do over. The rest remain the same. So I don't know. But all of the driveway, again, nobody can go in. Everybody's parking outside. The only driveway usable right now is mine.
Meanwhile, Thomas, who is anticipating the speedy repair of her driveway, says she has reached out to the Member of Parliament for the area, Minister Andy Williams, who promised to investigate the issue. GBN caught up with Minister Williams on Tuesday, who gave assurances that the matter is being dealt with accordingly.
The situation with the gap is basically one gap where, according to the slope of the hill, it's difficult when you're going up to really swing in. But if you're coming up from the top to come down, you can swing in very easy. So I've reported it to the Ministry of Infrastructure, and they are looking to see how they can ease the whole problem of going into the gap when you're going up the hill. So the person can see the ministry coming back and trying to see what they could do to resolve the situation.
The residents of the Frequente Guangkai Hill area are hopeful that their concerns will be resolved promptly, allowing them to regain access to their driveways while at the same time ensuring the effectiveness of the flood remediation efforts. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Grenadians are tapping into the art of Chinese bamboo working, having participated in a transformative 2-week training session facilitated by the Chinese Agricultural Mission in Lasajet, St. David. Nisha Paul has another report.
Bamboo weaving, a mesmerizing craft, involves interlacing 2 distinct sets of bamboo strips at right angles to create beautiful objects. The 2-week training was led by bamboo weaving expert Chen Zhu, who has imparted his knowledge to over 5,000 students over his 30-year career. Chen Zhu says the initiative aims to educate participants, empowering them to pass on these valuable skills and even turn them into a profitable venture.
今天培训呢是像这个响马和这个长颈鹿。对，这个是我们像这个呢是作为研学。作为是我们教学生，或者是走进校园哈，或者是他们学生体验的，这个是最好的。
So today we mainly teach them how to make the giraffe and the horse. Yeah, just for them to, after they learn, they can teach the students, others, friends. So make it everyone. If later everyone can learn from how to do this, that was what we want to do. That.
Among the participants was Henisha Johnson, a happy Poppy Hill resident with years of experience in crafting objects out of straw.
I use normal straw to make hat, basket, fan, but I never knew that you could have used the bamboo to make the bells and the same bamboo to make other stuff as well. As I know a little bit about weaving, so the bamboo expand my knowledge a little bit more than usual. More style in the belts and in the holders for the phone, because it's very unique and beautiful, and no for sure it will be a hot something on the market.
Chad Wilson, who is a part of the Reach and Teach cast at the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Rehabilitation and Treatment Center, also participated in the training.
It's very fascinating to see that something as simple as bamboo could be used for a variety of uses, decorations and crafts. Yeah.
Wilson, who is excited to share the skills acquired with residents at the Rehabilitation Center, shared some of his creations with our news crew.
I've learned how to make this bell here. If you look at it closely, you see it have different varieties of color, and you see how it's bent and, carefully put together. It is not simple. It is something you have to practice. Well, on the first day, it wasn't as easy, but due to practice and coming on a daily basis, it become a little easier. Yeah, a little easier, and then, well, we have the giraffe and horsey, and like for instance, this one here looks like a dog, if you look at it well, it looks like a dog, yeah, and this one here is the giraffe. If you look at it good, see it resembles a giraffe. Well, I have this little, it's like a keychain for my phone, a nice little ball, and
Chen Zhu, who is a senior craft master certified by the International Bamboo Rattan Center, says the Chinese mission plans to stage more training sessions soon. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Chinese bamboo weaving, talk about that. All right, sports news coming up next, followed by Around the Globe.
Your new Grenlec bill is even easier to read and still has all the valuable information you need to track and manage your usage.
Hey Mom, okay, your friendly tech support is here. So you got the new Grenlec bill? Let's take a look. The new bill makes it even easier to see your bill total, the due date, and much more. And take a closer look. It actually is a lot easier to understand. Let me show you. You can still see exactly what the charges are for, but in a great new format, it even shows how the cost of generating and delivering the electricity to you is calculated using your actual usage. And Mom, let Lucy know she can check out Grenlec's new Understanding Your Bill video. Anyway, look who says hi, and see you soon.
Your new Grenlec bill, easier to understand and easier to track your usage.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Introducing the NIS Dream Loan, where possibilities are boundless and your aspirations are our priority. No matter where life takes you, NIS Dream Loans are here to make your dreams a reality. From purchasing your first plot of land or dream property to renovating spaces, building your home, and seamlessly switching mortgages, we cater to every step of your journey. And here's what sets us apart. We offer easy financing options with competitive interest rates, quick approval processes, and flexible repayment terms. So why wait? Apply now and let our dedicated NIS team guide you through this exciting journey. Visit nisgrenada.org/dream loan or call 440-3309 to book an appointment. Terms and conditions apply. Your dream awaits.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Climate change is real, bringing hotter days and less rain. Less rain means less water, so it's crucial for us to conserve water at home. When washing my vehicle, I use a bucket with rainwater that I have stored. This is how I save water. What are you waiting for?
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with the isolated shower. Tonight's minimum temperature, 26 degrees Celsius. Wind east-southeasterly to south-southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calmer times. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open water. Tides low at 8:15 p.m., high at 2:30 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 5:56. The weather on Friday, September 29, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with the isolated shower. On Saturday, September 30, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times. Any shower should be light and brief. And on Sunday, October 1, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief overnight showers possible. That's the weather. Sporting fans, good evening. The 2023 Star Mall Secondary Schools Football Tournament kicked off today at the Roy St. John playing field. Several matches were played to kick off the tournament. In the matches played in the Junior Boys Division, a win for St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary, who defeated Grenada SDA Comprehensive 3-2. MacDonald College drew 1-1 with St. Mark's Secondary, while PBC got the better of Happy Hill Secondary 2-0. In the match between GBSS and J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary, GBSS got the better of J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary 4-3. We can tell you 2 matches will continue on Friday. The senior boys will be in action. Grenada's national senior cricket team on Friday will battle St. Vincent and the Grenadines for a spot in the final of the Windward Islands Super 50 tournament. Only 2 points separate them both after St. Vincent was forced to share points with St. Lucia. A 6-wicket victory against Dominica places Grenada second on the points standing table after 2 rounds of matches. Meanwhile, a matchup between teams in completely opposite positions is also scheduled to take place. Dominica will come up against heavyweight St. Lucia for a chance to qualify for the final. Well, the West Indies women got their tour of Australia off to a winning start with a 4-wicket victory over a New South Wales women's team at Wilson Park. More in this report.
Hayley Matthews won the toss and elected to field first. She and her fellow bowlers, led by Karishma Ramharak, restricted New South Wales to 105 for 9 from their 20 overs. Skipper Sammy Jo Johnson was their top scorer with 28, followed by Hannah Darlington with 24. Ramharak finished with 3 wickets for 12 runs in 3 overs, while Matthews took 2 for 7 in 2. Aaliyah Allen had 2 for 13 in her 2 overs. Shemaine Campbell led the West Indies women in the run chase as she posted 33 from 34 deliveries, which included 5 boundaries. Skipper Matthews was next best with 24 off 27. Aaliyah Allen 19 not out and Zaida James 15 not out took them to victory in 17.5 overs. The first T20 International versus Australia will begin at 9:20 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time on Saturday, which will be Sunday in Sydney.
All right, that's the sports news for now. A 3-year-old girl died 5 days after falling into a pot of boiling lentils in Trinidad. The child, identified as Shazade Simon, died 5 days after falling into a pot of boiling lentils, which was on a ring stove, as we hear in this TTT news report.
Officers of the Child Protection Unit are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of a 3-year-old girl in South Trinidad. Little Shazade Simon died 5 days after falling into a pot of boiling lentils, which was on a ring stove. According to police, the incident happened last Wednesday afternoon as Shazade was at a vending stall operated by her grandfather at Monrush, Williamsville. Her mother, Andel Lazar, is said to have left the little girl in her grandfather's care to go to the washroom and later returned to find her in the hot pot. The child was taken to the San Fernando General Hospital, where she was being treated for second-degree burns over 25% of her body. She died at 1:30 p.m. on Monday. A postmortem is scheduled for tomorrow.
Barbados has seen an exponential increase in the number of people accessing the island's mental health services. This is according to Minister for Health and Wellness, Dr. Jerome Walcott, who said this has been evident after the COVID-19 pandemic. He spoke about the development at a Pan-American Health Organization meeting in Washington, D.C. Participants have been discussing a PAHO report on the strategy for improving mental health and suicide prevention in the Americas. Dr. Walcott told the forum decisive action is required to address the issue.
Barbados firmly believes that investing in community-based mental health services is critical to a modern mental health approach in which mental health services are delivered in the community where people live, work, and play. We have therefore taken the decision to increase the community-based mental health practitioners, including the hiring of psychiatrists, psychologists, and counselors, so as to broaden our intervention base. Further, the government of Barbados, in collaboration with PAHO, has embarked on several initiatives with a view to strengthening our national mental health services.
Further afield, more than 100 people were killed and 150 injured in a fire at a wedding party in a district in one of Iraq's provinces. More in this report.
Where is Mum? That was the cry heard from an Iraqi man after he found his mother's clothes on Wednesday in the aftermath of a fire that ripped through a packed wedding hall in northern Iraq. His wife said they escaped through the kitchen door when the venue went up in flames. It was after they got out that she realized her mother-in-law was missing.
We don't know where she is. We just saw her clothes. We looked for her all over in Mosul. We didn't find anything. We even looked for her among those burned and found nothing. We only just found her clothes.
More than 100 people were killed and at least 150 others were injured in the fire. Firefighters searched the charred skeleton of the building in Karakosh into Wednesday morning, and bereaved relatives gathered outside a morgue in the nearby city of Mosul. Survivors said hundreds of people were at the wedding celebration after an earlier church service. The fire began about an hour into the event when flares ignited a ceiling decoration as the bride and groom danced. The Interior Ministry said it had issued 4 arrest warrants for the owners of the wedding hall, state media reported. And President Abdul Latif Rashid has called for an investigation. State media added that preliminary information indicated that the building was made of highly flammable construction materials, which contributed to its rapid collapse.
We invite you to stay with us. We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. This is GBN, a reminder of the headlines. CARICOM leaders to echo calls for accessible funding for climate change at COP28 in Dubai. Government says a reformed Marketing and National Importing Board is likely to be unveiled in 2024. From an active, happy teacher to being sad and in constant pain, Stevisha Alexander shares her story. Also in the news, regionally, 3-year-old girl dies 5 days after falling into a pot of boiling lentils in Trinidad. Internationally, more than 100 dead in Iraq wedding inferno. Plus, in the sports news, wins for SAS and PBC in secondary schools football. I'm Ken Roy Batiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.